Problem is everyone in occultism today wants to be the person that dedicates their entire life to the gods, and it's like most people didn't do that. They used it as a map to show them how to balance themselves with the world around them, how to understand things that they didn't have an explanation for. Most people weren't doing rituals in their living room to the gods. Most people were living their lives with the gods in mind as an example of how to live their life. Like if you look at Odin's like sacrificed his eye for knowledge, right? That's a metaphor, right? To pursuit of knowledge, the pursuit of intelligence, the pursuit of knowing, and personal sacrifice for that knowledge, right? Is what that represents and what that's for. Right. And again, I'll reiterate the point. We've lost the script on that because it's all about, like, if you look online, it's all about the rituals. It's all about, the statues. It's all about the crystals. It's all about the incense. It's all about the candles. And it's like, what are you doing day to day to honor your gods? So for me, when I talk about Baphomet, I don't do ritual with Baphomet all the time. I do ritual with a lot of different entities. I'm polytheistic. But Baphomet, being a dedicant of Baphomet, does not mean that when I go into ritual, I'm always calling on Baphomet. Being a dedicant of Baphomet is using Baphomet as an example of balancing myself in the world around me, is not being too far on this side or too far on that side on anything, and being able to be in a position where I can objectively look at things and say, okay, what is actually happening here, right? And not jumping to one side or the other, right? Without proper knowledge of understanding. Right. It's not always being balanced. Right. Balance isn't always 50-50. Yeah. Sometimes I'll lean a little bit more 60-70% one way, 90% another way, whatever. But the idea of what we do with our gods, what we believe in, what we venerate, it isn't the ritual. It's how do you live day to day? How are you honoring that belief day to day?
Yeah, I agree.